everyone, I'm Phoebe Weld with BoardGameGeek at Gen Con 2016, and I'm here again with Dirk Niemeyer from Artana, and he's going to show their new game, Corrupted Kingdoms.
Yeah, so this is a game we did with first-time designer Raymond Chandler III, who's really a talented guy, and this is a game where you are controlling a company of monsters, and you are going into the fair senate of the realm, and you are using your army of devils, golems, goblins, and zombies to intimidate and manipulate the senators so that you can take infernal legislation relating to freedom, the environment, industry, magic, or defense, and totally screw up the realm.
That's what you want, really.
Yeah. And if you're successful doing that, you'll get these guilty pleasures, which I don't have with me here. They're totally unnecessary, ridiculous things that really don't benefit anyone at all, but they totally make it worth screwing up the whole world in order to get.
So how does the game work? How do we influence these people to get our evil corporate way?
Yeah, so each turn there will be a few of these tiles that are available, and you're going to pick one, and you're either going to pick it to gain the minions, or you're going to use it to put in legislation. And so if you gain the minions, you add them, and if you have enough, you could choose to influence someone who's in the Senate. So each of the senators have different minions that can manipulate them. And they also have one of the guilty pleasure types that they prefer. So, this one prefers like hideaways, this one prefers clothing, this one prefers collecting, and so forth. So I have to either spend a demon and a zombie to get control of her and get her in my hip pocket, or like use a demon and have some clothing, guilty pleasures basically. And so then I would take control of that senator, and then once you have, I will put issues here on my turn, you'll take tiles, you'll put them on your turn, and once we reach a certain number, then this triggers a vote. And based on how many of these each player controls, I'm going to vote yes or no, everybody's going to vote yes or no. This will either pass or fail, and then we'll get guilty pleasures and bonuses based on that.
So what are we trying to do at the end of the game? How do we be the most evil corporation at the end of the game?
By getting the most guilty pleasures. And, you also have a secret backer that gives you bonus points that they care most about one of the specific things, so either magic, environment, industry, defense, and depending on not only on how many of those you get, but how many your opponents get as well, that determines how many points you get and if you win. Yeah, here we just found the cards.
One of my favorite guilty pleasure cards, I don't know if we'll find it, but one of them is a marinated unicorn steak.
Yeah, there's some manatee back bacon if you have gotten excited about the recent bacon trend.
And a bunny scarf with the head still on the scarf.
Yes, the bottlenose dolphin wetsuit.
Yep.
Because you're a monster corporation, right? I mean, you're evil here.
This is what you do. Yeah.
When you hang out in the Mordorian Hot Spring Spa. And then the backers, of course, are pretty evil as well. So you have your Kraken ship recyclers, you have the new Gremlin commune, the Mothers for Underage Labor is a popular one, and the Kamikaze Goblin program. So it's very light, it doesn't take very long to play, but it has some really nice negotiation stuff going on. And this is a fantasy world. I've had people tell me that this is a lot like real life, but we would never do that. We would never make a statement like that.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
And how many players is the game for? 2 to 6?
It is 2 to 6 players, yeah.
Cool. Well, that is Corrupted Kingdoms by Artana, and thank you very much for showing.
Thank you, Phoebe.